A Column of Fire by Follett is one of my favorite books all time. So, I found this book in a hotel room at Captree Beach House. So I work at the beach house in Captree Relation, the jungle of Australia, for 4 months. Is that 2018? Yeah, probably 2018. Yeah, and you know what's funny? There was no phone signal, no Wi-Fi, no internet in the jungle. So the only thing that we do to have fun is party, reading book, watching movies. Yeah, we limited the time we spend on smartphones, and in normal circumstances, will I read this book? Probably not, because it's quite thick, almost 1,000 pages, and the quality of the paper is not that good. It's a bit thin, and it's old, and the books look old too. But anyway, because I had nothing to do in the jungle, so I read the book and actually bring back my reading hobby. Yeah, all right, dive into it. All her short life, Marguerite had struggled with this. She knew that God wished her to be obedient, but she had a willful and rebellious nature, as she had so often been told, and she found it extraordinarily difficult to be good. So like me. A wife must be led by her husband. That's why a girl must choose very carefully. Women have so many duties to their husband. They have to cook for them and be led by them and leave politics to them. I'm glad I haven't got a husband. Life is simpler this way, Marguerite said. Kind of like her. Where there is doubt, there may be fighting, and then the people may pick up their scythe and their aces and make their opinion known. So they use violence. People should hear Bible stories from their parish priest. If they start reading for themselves, they are sure to get the wrong idea. Or they might get the right idea. In the days when ordinary people had been unable to read the Bible, the priest could say anything, and that was how they liked it. They were terrified of the light of the Word of God being shone on their teaching and practices. He did not want violence, but he would not give in to bullying. Trials rarely found men not guilty. The general view was that if a man were innocent, he would not have got into trouble in the first place. Sometimes fortune favors the bold. Be brave. Try new things. This was how women exercised power. They moved cleverly but invisibly, working behind scenes, managing events, while the men imagined they had total control. Royal children enjoyed every good thing in life except freedom. In my short life, I had never seen anything so dreadful. I did not know how men could do such things, and I did not understand why God would let them. When a man is certain that he knows God's will, and is resolved to do it regardless of the cause, He is the most dangerous person in the world. With some pages. In the world of kings and courtiers, no one told all of the truth all of the time. They can't live with a judge that steals their money. If you want the freedom to worship in the way you so passionately believe is right, and to do so without the fear, every minute that you might be burned alive for it, and you must be ready to fight, and I mean fight with words. Almost the whole world thought that the notion of letting everyone worship as they wished was disgustingly permissive and completely mad. The majority were mad, and people who believed as Elizabeth did were the only sane ones. What do you believe? I believe that people should be free to worship the way that they like. The simple idea that people should be allowed to worship as they wished caused more suffering than the 10 plagues of Egypt. When we make an enemy, there should be some benefit to us. Otherwise, we have harmed only ourselves. Willingness was the most important attraction. I believe in God, but God isn't in the church. You make peace when you're losing, not when you're winning. Power was terrifyingly fragile. My father taught us to learn as much as possible of any tongue we came across. He says it's better than money in the bank. Yeah. It would be a mistake to relax vigilance. Some men crave difference, others crave wine and the bodies of beautiful women, or the monastic life of order and obedience. What did Ned crave? The answer came into his mind with a speed and effortlessness that took him by surprise. Justice. I love the character in the book. Two men's character, Ned and Marjorie. They were so kind, nice, strong. They know what they want. They know what is right, what is wrong. Yeah, and they fight for it. I may yet go through anguish in hell for my sin, but if I had to live that time again, I would do the same to end Marjorie's ordeal. I prefer to suffer myself than to know that her agony continued. Her well-being was more important to me than my own. I have learned during the course of a long life that is the meaning of love. Catholic Church was conservative about everything, quick to condemn new ideas, slow to change. They follow Jesus Christ, but they act in a different way. They're so judging. What is the point of a law if it's not enforced? Well, the point is to keep everyone reasonably content. Men were more likely to catch infections in crowded ships, and had proved to his own satisfaction that it was better to start with fewer men in cleaner condition. quantity is more important than quality. Yeah? It was better to be feared than to be loved. No, I would want to be loved by people. Men loved darkness rather than the light because their days were evil. There are no saints in politics, but imperfect people can still change the world for the better. Never to let a spy know that they were all the sources of information. But in order to defeat them, I have become like them. A country where a man could make his own peace with God instead of mouthing prayers like a parrot. Oh, wow, that's all. Yeah, that's all. I think so, right? Oh, no, he mixed them. Some women could not be ruled by men. She had a sacred mission, and I could not take that away from her. If she carried on long enough, one day, of course, she would be caught. And then she would die. I knew it was her destiny. How could God permit it? And then, to make it worse, the Pope had sent a letter of congratulation to the King of France. So he congratulated because all those people murdered by Catholic. Cool, hey? Cool Pope. Funny though, how we do sometimes imagine silly things when we're in love. That's true. Okay, that's all. That's it. I love the plot about the book. I love the plot. I love the way he told the story. The author told the story, and I love the characters. They all have personalities. Yeah, extraordinary characters. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you next time.